Hello, my name's Linda. I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm making some projects for the Let's Get Hopping Block Hop, and the theme is using up your retired designer series paper, or if you've got lots of pretty paper that you may be hoarding and not using. So I've actually pulled out what I have, and actually it's mainly Christmas paper, so I've got some small pieces and some larger pieces that I want to use up. And so I'm going to be making mainly gift tags and maybe a Christmas card, so let's just get started. So I'm going to start by cutting out, using the rectangular stitch dies, some of the Christmas paper and some Whisper White. So I've cut them the same size and I'm going to be sandwiching those together. And then I've cut a smaller rectangle, stitched one again that's going to go on the front, and I'm going to stick a sentiment on there. So I decided to make 5 gift tags, and I've used various different dies. So I've got some of the square dies, I've got circle die, I've used some of the rectangle dies and some nesting dies. So I'm just going to start doing some stamping. So I'm going to do some heat embossing. So I've got my embossing buddy, I've got my Versamark ink, and I've got some different stamp sets here. So I've got a couple of new stamp sets from the new autumn winter catalogue. I'm just using sentiments, and I'm just going to start stamping. So I'm just going over with my embossing buddy to get rid of any fingerprints, any grease marks, any stickiness, and then I'm going to ink up with some Versamark and just stamp all of my sentiments onto my paper. So I've heat embossed with my gold powder, and I'm going to put these to one side, and I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to be using the new Snowman Season, and it has a to from on it. So I'm going to be just stamping to and from on the back of all of my tags. I'm going to be using the Memento ink. I'm going to bring in all my front pieces that I've cut out ready, and I'm just going to put some Tombow on and stick them together. So I've stuck the backs on every one of these, and now I'm going to put my sentiments on. I'm going to pop these up, I think, with some dimensionals. So I've popped all my sentiments up nicely. So when you're putting these together, make sure you put your sentiment on the right way around, because I did on this one. I've got my to from that way and the ho 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 the wrong way. I'm not going to let it worry me. And now we're going to put some holes in. I'm going to use the Crocodile. I'm using some of the linen thread, just to double up, push through the hole, and then just put the ends back through there. And there we go. So I've put linen thread through all of my holes there, and now we've got 5 beautiful gift tags. I'm going to do something else now with some more of the paper. I have some crumb cake, and I've cut them out with one of my rectangle stitch dies. I'm going to stamp a sentiment onto each one. I'm going to be using Early Espresso because I like to use Early Espresso when I'm using crumb cake. And I'm using this stamp set this time, The Most Wonderful Time. And I'm using that one because it says Oh Christmas Tree, and it fits lovely into this rectangle. So I'm going to stamp the bottom of all 5 of these. I'm going to flip these over, and I'm going to put to from. I've got some scrap cherry cobbler, and I've got the new Christmas tree punch, and I'm going to punch out 5 trees. And then I've got some of my Christmas paper, and I'm going to cut out 5 trees again. And now I'm going to stick my paper, my design series paper, onto my cherry cobbler. So I actually found a scrap of paper that had green on the back as well, garden green, so I cut a couple of those out with garden green backs. Just stuck these all down, and this one I've put some dimensionals on the back and just stuck it to the front, and I'm going to continue doing that now. So I've popped all of my Christmas trees on, and I'm quite pleased with these, they look lovely. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same with my crocodile. I'm going to make little holes in the top and then put some linen thread through. I remembered I had some of this Magnolia Lane Baker's Twine, so I've used this on my green trees, although it's not the same colour. This is actually Mossy Meadow, but I think I'm getting away with it. And there we go. Another set of 5 tags. Put these to one side. So I found a sheet of this paper, and this is the back, and I love it, love this back. So what I've done is I've cut out some of the large stitched shape circles, and I think I've done 5, and I've done exactly the same with the wisp of white. So we're going to sandwich these together like we did before. I'm putting my to from on the back. I'm sticking my paper together. So I'm now bringing in another new Christmas stamp set, Playful Penguins. This is my favourite. I love this one. I've lined up my penguins in my Stamparatus. I'm just going to use Memento black ink, and I'm going to ink them up. And very soon you're going to see how incredibly cute they are. Look at that. I actually need to fussy cut these out, which is my next job. And here are my little penguins. How cute are they? And now what I'm going to do, as I've just got my Stampin' Right black mark, I'm just going to go round the edge. So you're just getting rid of that little white bit where you've cut. Just go all the way around, and then that just makes it look much better when we're going to stick these onto the gift tag. So I'm just going to literally put some Tombow on the back of those and stick them on. So I'm going to bring in my crocodile again, but this time I'm going to use the big end because these are my favourite tags. So I'm making some big holes. I'm going to use the little eyelets, and this is going to give me a much more luxurious finish. And I've also found some retired Baker's Twine. I'm going to put that in there. Thought it was relevant as we're using retired designer series paper. And there we go, another 5 tags, my favourites. I think they're my favourite. I mean, I absolutely love the penguins, but I do like the Christmas tree ones as well. And I've got one more thing to show you. So I have one more project to make, and I'm using this paper here, and this is what it looks like on the back. And I've decided this resembles snow, so I'm going for another snow themed card, and I've cut a piece here and I'm going to put it in my Stamparatus. This is going to be fitting onto one of our note cards, so got the note card and envelopes. These are 3.5 by 5 inches, and this is a very vanilla one that I'm going for because I've got very vanilla in the background there. And I'm using the snowman season. This comes with a really lovely punch that punches out the snowman. I'm going to be using Let It Snow, and I'm going to position this at the top of my card, and I'm just using black ink. Best to do it the right way around, not upside down. Sorry if you can hear my dog, he's having a nightmare. I can hear him dreaming there. And then I'm bringing in one of my penguins again. I think I'm going to have the one that's looking up. So there we go, finished. Lots of tags made and one Christmas card, just using scraps of old retired paper that I had. I'm sure you've got paper that you've stashed away, hoarded somewhere that you could use, and if you don't, the new autumn winter catalogue's coming out really soon, and there's some really nice Christmas paper in there that you could buy some new. So thanks for watching, and please don't forget this is a blog hop, so if you go to the description below and click on the link, you can hop along with everybody else in the Let's Get Hopping blog hop. Thanks for watching, bye.